folks. I was talking with a fellow slot brother this morning, and he was asking me kind of a usual question that people always ask when, they're new to the hobby, and it's a good question. Which car is the fastest? And what car should I buy? So that's really kind of the wrong way to look at it. And I kind of realized how to express that today. What you should think about isn't asking what's the fastest car for a variety of reasons. The way you should think about it is, personally, do you like the car? Do you like the way the car looks? Are you a fan of Jaguar? Or, like me, of Mini and Porsche and, other things. But there's a lot of ways to look at it. And really liking a car, especially if you're spending a fair amount of money on it, if you're buying a fly car, they're kind of expensive. So, don't ask if it's fast. If you like the car, buy the car because you're going to enjoy it. And you're going to get value out of it because you enjoy it. I mean, whether it's fast or not depends more on you as a driver. Or it depends as much, I should say. Because, this car it's not really going to be competitive with other GT cars from the mid-70s. However you make up a class. But I love driving it, and I've driven it at my club a bunch, and I'm never going to win a race with this car, but I enjoy it. So I've gotten better value out of it than a car that I don't like that I may win with, because I might not like driving the car because I don't really enjoy the car. You see that there's a difference there? And if what you care about is winning, then yeah, I guess you should get the car that is fastest regardless of whether you think it looks like a piece of crap or not. But for me, I think it's about getting a car that you like and enjoying it. Maybe that's a little revolutionary or a little Pollyanna-ish. But shouldn't you enjoy the car? And if it's fast, but you don't really enjoy driving it, then what are you doing? And the other thing is, if you're buying into like an ecosystem, now stay with me here. If you're buying, they're all over there. If you're buying a car like a Slot It or an NSR, a hobbyist car, right? Someone was asking me today about this. And he was asking me about a 956 versus a Jaguar, and he really likes it. And it got me thinking, well, this guy's new, and he doesn't know, so I'm helping him, which is, that's the way it should be. I'm obligated. People who are in the hobby, I think, are obligated to help people who are new in the hobby. That we should help them and help them make, the better decision for them. And you ask them anyway. So. Really what I've been saying to the guy is, well, do you like the car? And I'm going to reply, because I was thinking about this. If you really like the car, buy the car. Doesn't matter if it's fast or not. If you're going to really enjoy it, like if you want a Jaguar, the Slot It Group C Jaguar, I personally, I do like the car. I've never gotten one really to go very fast, but that's irrelevant because I enjoy the. I think I only have one or two of them, but it's worth it because it's a good car. So, I've gotten my money out of it, and you're really buying into an ecosystem. Like I said, if you're looking at any Slot It car, right, or any NSR car, or any, not that there are many around, but scale auto cars. Right, so those are an ecosystem. What do I mean by that? The parts that they have, the chassis of tuning parts, they're a system unto themselves, right? So there's different ways to tweak the car within those systems, and you can really explore tuning with each of those cars. It's such a rich thing to have these hobbyist companies who are giving us really great cars and really great systems of parts, systems of ways of tuning. You know, if it's like a spring suspension or a magnet suspension, or, you know, just regular old parts, offset pods, all that stuff that, you know, it takes forever to figure out. But, you know, so the question should be, in my opinion, is it worth buying into that ecosystem, right? So if you're looking at a slotted car, buy any of them that you like. If you're looking at an NSR, buy any of them that you like. They're all worth buying. They're all going to give you good value for money. You can't go wrong. That's the point. Any of those parts, you're not going to get, you know, you're not going to get taken advantage of. You're not going to, you know, lose your money. You're not going to feel like it was a waste of money to buy a car that you like in a parts system that's good quality and you can grow with, especially if you're new. That's the thing. If you're new in the hobby, yes, ask the questions. Please do. You know, not me necessarily, anybody out there, any of these guys that have been in this hobby for a long time, they know what quality is. And they're all going to pretty much tell you the same thing. That's the other thing. When they get right down to it, you know, whether they don't like slotted or don't like NSR or don't like whatever of the hobbyist brands I'm talking about now, then, you know, no one's going to tell you, no one that's being fair with you should tell you, oh yeah, no, you don't want to buy into that. You don't want to buy slotted cars. They're garbage. They're not. NSR cars are not garbage. None of these things are garbage. They're all, it's whether you like them or not, right? So buy into the system and buy a car that you like within that system. I talked with Kurt Moser over the years, and boy, that guy can drive any car fast. And he always points out, and I do as well, and a lot of people point out, you know, what's the fastest car? It's the fastest car that you can drive fastest. That's the fastest car. Learn to drive the car. That's what I've said in other videos, and people took it out of context. You know, me saying, you know, magnets weren't learning to drive a car. That's not what I meant. What I meant was learn to drive the car as it comes out of the box before you add anything to it, right? Because you need to learn to drive the car. Get the most from what you bought. That's it. Always. Always, guys. Because you're not going to think, oh, well, I threw, you know, $80 or $120 away on a car, on a performance car. Well, I didn't really like it, but I bought for the club. Then don't buy it, right? Find a car within that system, within that brand that you do like. Buy that one or borrow one from a buddy at the club. I do that all the time. If I don't want to spend money on a slot car, and I'm not spending money on slot cars these days because, you know, unemployed and all, but you know, you gotta think about where you're going to get good quality out of a car. The fastest car you can drive fastest is the fastest car. There you go. Buy whatever you want. Find a car you like. Buy it and enjoy it. Don't tell anyone, don't let anyone tell you, I mean, that you shouldn't enjoy it because it's a whatever. That's it. Have a nice day.